Hey everyone, guess who's back in action? Hello once again and welcome to the Prince Magnum channel where hot rodding and romance do coexist. I'm your host Prince Magnum. Welcome to Do-It-Yourself Budget Hot Rodding, and I'm pretty sure you all know who's back in action. Good old Project Spirit. Sitting right next to me is my beautiful, lovely wife, Princess Beirut, who we're just actually from the front disc brake conversion. There's some stuff we're going to be taking over for scrap metal, recycling those old parts, and doing our part to help the environment. All right. Now, for those who do not know, gosh dang, that clutch is so touchy. For those who do not know, Project Spirit is a 1975 Ford Maverick and has been one of the, I guess you could say the Prince Magnum channel is the house that Project Spirit built. Now, for those who do not know what I mean by that, about half of you all are actually subscribers from the St. Francis County area, meaning that this is kind of a homegrown channel. About half of you are from abroad, some of you even from other countries, but there's about only half of you from around the world. Gosh dang, that clutch is so touchy. And I'm also getting used to driving stick again. It's been a minute. So that's why you'll hear me say that Project Spirit is, you know, when it comes to the Prince Magnum channel, about half of you, half of you being from right here at home, this is why I say that the Prince Magnum channel is the house that Project Spirit built. Now, that being said, Project Spirit has done a great deal for the hot rod community in our area. She's inspired so many people to pick up wrenches and begin building their own project cars, meaning that the car culture has continued to expand just because of the fact that I got her, I drive her, and I don't have any car payments. She's good on gas, all that good stuff. Basically, a lot of people right here at home have been inspired to do the same thing themselves. Maybe not necessarily to a Maverick, but maybe to something that they enjoy. And in a way, Project Spirit, I guess you could say, has also helped the tuner culture around here, because a lot of you out there have now picked up wrenches and started doing tuners, because even though you may not find a classic car of your liking, you can still find a new car of your liking. For the record, when I say new car, anything after 1990 is new to me. Okay, I'm old. So, that being said, we're going to hit the highway, going to roll a little bit of old school music, and we're just going to go over and drop off some old worn out parts from Project Spirit at at Walker Recycling, which is right over in Park Hills, Missouri.
Saving all my love for you. I'll wait forever if you want me to. Saving all my love for you. I'll wait forever if you want me to. Saving all my love for you. I'll wait forever if you want me to. Saving all my love for you. I'll wait forever if you want me to. Electricity and emotion come showering down, saving for a rainy day. Saving all my love for you. Wait forever if you want me to. Over and over again. Saving all my love for you. Wait forever if you want me to. Over and over again.
Okay, folks. First thing I need to say right out of the gate, Project Spirit was not without problems throughout the day. We during this trip, on a couple of occasions, she actually fell flat on her nose and had troubles restarting. One of them is because she was out of gas, and I didn't realize that she was out of gas because her gas gauge doesn't work. I don't think that gas gauge has worked in probably close to 20 years. But one of the other problems that we discovered after putting gas in her was her fuel filter was extremely clogged up. As a matter of fact, at one point I took it off and I got nothing but dirt and rust out of that fuel filter. And for the record, Project Spirit actually has 2 fuel filters, one mounted to her carburetor and the other one that's down a little bit further on the line. That one that's further down on the line, just after the fuel pump, going up to the carburetor, that's the one that's clogged. And when that, when something really blocks it and prevents the fuel to get through, she won't start for a little while until the sediment settles. So, because of this, Project Spirit is not able to be run every day just yet. But the air cleaner, we're going to have to, basically in a nutshell, as I'm kind of fumbling around to say, Project Spirit's going to need a full tune-up. She's going to need a cap, rotor bug, plugs, wires. Both fuel filters are going to have to be changed. She's going to need an air filter, and she's going to need a complete oil change. Now, of course, if you know the Prince Magnum channel, a complete oil change is putting in 30-weight oil along with a brand new oil filter, which we have several ready to go for Project Spirit. Okay, so that's the real crux of it. I have to put the work in. Remember, this is do-it-yourself budget hot rodding. Anytime Project Spirit, anytime any work is done on her, either A, I'm doing it, or B, I take her to a shop and they do it, but I already know what needs to be done long before she even gets to that shop. So, if you will, that's the crux of what you're going to see. Before Project Spirit can go back to doing her job that she has done numerous times for us here on the Prince Magnum channel, she has to go through a complete tune-up, and she has to be reworked and, has to be taken care of. She has to be maintained. That's how she's lasted so long. Now, again, I know there's going to be some people who will say, well, get a new car or whatever. There's always going to be that one person that doesn't get it. But let me say right now, all the problems that you're seeing and hearing me talk about with Project Spirit, if you had a new vehicle and you drove, a brand new vehicle off the assembly line and you drove it for even, say, 6 months and parked it for about a year, you would have the same exact problems that Project Spirit is. The only difference is Project Spirit is almost 45 years old as this November 2019. That's pretty impressive by any standards. I don't care who you are. All right, so that brings us to a point where I want to go ahead and give a shout out to these fine folks right here. These folks here are people that have been driving me, Prince Magnum, to put out the content that all of you will enjoy. And let me say right now that I've been wanting to get more do-it-yourself budget hot rodding stuff up. I just haven't had the money to do the stuff that I need to do to Project Spirit. And at that point, there's no content on Project Spirit. So I do apologize for those who have been missing Project Spirit from the Prince Magnum channel landscape, but I was just broke as a joke. And there's going to be a video coming out talking about that here in the near future. But again, these fine folks have been the ones who've been urging me to put out at least something worthwhile. All right, that brings us to a spot where if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon, because if you're subscribed but you don't hit the bell icon, the problem is the subscription button doesn't mean as much as it used to here on YouTube. Not as much as it once did. So in order to know whenever I upload a brand new video, you need that bell icon so you can keep up with the Prince Magnum channel. Also, I know there's been a couple of people that have been coming on leaving dislikes on my videos. Just remember, when you leave me a dislike, you still watched the video. And I still get that view, and I still get the watch time. So all you're doing is still helping me in the process. Those likes and dislike buttons don't mean as much as they used to either here on YouTube. All it does is just help the creator make changes to their channel. Just saying. Also, as usual, Get out there and work on a project. I don't care what it is, just do something with yourself. Remember, idle hands and a creative mind go together like oil and water. They really don't. If you have a sweetheart, sweep them off their feet and do something special for them today. And as always, for all of you out there, if no one out there has told you that they love you today, Prince Magnum does. God bless you and have a happy 24. Thank you.
Man. Wow, man, freaked out.